Yay. Everything's working. FPS. Like any drop frames. Yeah. So since this is the first stream, I think I'm gonna treat this first VOD as like more of like a recorded video. Even though I am streaming. But just to kind of explain a couple things. So this is Bownknight. Bownknight, the level 1 Bownknight. I haven't done anything with it. I wanted to go through the whole progress, basically the whole leveling process. So all I did was have someone help me transfer the gear I have and a bunch of spells. So these are the starting stats: 70, 70, 90, 120, 25 base AC, 120 dex. I put 25 points in dex and then 5 in int. My priority for stats is AC, dex, and then it's kind of HP/int/mana, like whatever is the better value at that point. Ultimately, I'd like to get to around 200 dex, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that, to be honest. If I'm grouping with the shaman or something, then sure, that'll be great. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. Even with 120, there's just not a whole lot. I have to really sacrifice a lot of other like AC and stuff. And I think I've put maybe 15 or 20k uh, flat into this character. Like I got a Tolarose about 5.5. Black Sapphire earrings, they're about 2.1 or something like that. Loam gloves, 1.3. This is probably the most expensive one. This white wolf-hide girdle. Uh, this was like 7, I think. 7 or 8k, something like that. The rest is pretty cheap. Grave sandals like 200. Drake hide like 50. Like, so for the most part, pretty cheap. Weapon I'm going to be starting with: Smoldering Brand and a Shimmering Orb. Now, I also have a Stiletto Bloodclaw, but honestly, I think the Smoldering Brand will be better. I think it'll still be better. I'll try it out when the Stiletto can start proccing. I'll try it out and we'll see. And then I have Staff of Withering. Most likely, I'll use Smoldering Brand until Staff of Withering procs, and then I'll try that out, and we'll see like where the majority of the damage is coming from. It'll most likely be coming from my pet, and probably some procs as well. It really depends. These lower levels, I think 1 to 20, Smoldering Brand is going to do work. With the 36% haste from the Tolarobe, like 922 with 36% haste is like a pretty crazy ratio. So even without like dual wield, double attack, and all that stuff, 1 to 20, it should like shred through most mobs with that without even worrying about the procs. But that's the gear. So we'll throw it all on now and see what we're at. I am missing one slot, back slot, which I need to get a Cloak of Shadows. I've been looking for like 3 or 4 days now, and I just have not been able to find it. So, yeah, hopefully I can get one. But that'll be another like 13 decks. So throw all this on, and we'll see what our AC decks and HP and everything is at. These bracers are pretty solid too. See, if I was a gnome, I was really torn between going gnome or Ixar. Ultimately, I went Ixar because they start with an extra, like, I think 15 AC from level 1, and it scales up to like 30 or 35, something like that, plus the regen. I don't know exactly how it's going to be leveling a Bownknight or how much I'll be soloing. I have some friends that I plan to level with a bit. Picken and his brother, I think they're doing Shaman and Shadow Knight, I think. Then I got another buddy, Kalnick, who's got a Druid, and a shaman. So I'll probably be doing a lot, but so I don't know how much the regen will matter. But anyway, I was really torn between gnome and Ixar. Ultimately, I went Ixar because I want to see what the regen is like and how much the extra AC works. If I wasn't Ixar though, then I could get better bracers, better legs. Uh, Ixar's pretty limited. All right, finish putting stuff up. This is super solid. There's like a lot of this gear is actually good monk gear too. Like really low weight, high AC stuff. Turtle. For the embroidered black cape, I'm just using this for now. I'm going to upgrade it eventually to a Obulus Death Shroud. It's like 10 AC, 25 mana, and a couple like melee stats. Melee stats I don't care about, but 10 AC, 25 mana would be good. Alright, so we're up to 164 AC. And my spells. So I haven't done anything with this character yet. I haven't even handed in the thing yet, since I wanted to like document this whole leveling thing. Oh, got it on my idle too. Just an extra 20 HP. So final stats: 289 P, 164 AC, 162 Dex. That'll go to 175 once I find a Cloak of Shadow. I don't think I'll be able to get higher than that. Like everything I got is pretty much Dex. 10 on the shoes, 5 on the pants, 13 on the belt. No Dex here, but I mean 10 in, 50 mana, 36% haste. Crazy. None on the shoulders. I could get rings, but I'm not giving up AC and HP. 3 on the bracers, 8 on the gloves, none on the ears, but again, HP mana, AC is like king. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to switch it around a bit. But that's what we're working with now. I also got spells. Like these. Yeah, I think I got spells up to 34. Yeah, I got research spells up to 34. All right. Who I hand into? The Harbinger. Here you go, lizard bro. Don't need that. Okay. Starting out, let's put a point in one hand blunt. I think I'll be 1 in 8. 1 inspiration. Definitely 1. Do meditate into 4. I think that's it. This attribute. Do this one. Okay. All right. Get started. Seven. I don't know what time's it. West Coast maybe. I'm in Japan, so it's 11:30 p.m. right. Wow, that first hand and gives 6%. Huh? Worth doing. So because this is a stream, I'm not going to be talking as much as if it were like a normal YouTube video or like some of the ones I did with the Wizard Daddy Pig. But this first one, I'll probably try to explain a bit how I just went over the gear. maybe some plan. But in the future, it'll probably be more just chill, probably not talking much, just grinding, leveling. I do want to try out some different leveling spots though, compared to where I went with Daddy Pig. When I leveled Daddy Pig, Kunark wasn't out. So I kind of want to do some Kunark spots. But at the same time, get another pack. Throw these spells in the bank. At the same time, Kunark's just really not that great to level in, because the zone modifiers. Pretty much every outdoor zone in Old World has like you get 133% per kill, whereas in Kunark it's anywhere from like 75 to 100. There are, of course, a lot more spots. I won't need any of this stuff till level 20. I'll probably stay in turns. Some more food and water. I don't know Cab very well. Who's got the food and water? I think outside. So the plan for the first 5 levels will be maybe level 2 and 3. I'll get off just the front entrance mobs. And then probably 3 to 5 I'll do in the little spider cave later. You don't get a pet at level? Yeah, I think I probably should have bought spells. Level 1 and 4 spells. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Not gonna need any spells right now. With Smoldering Brand and 36% haste from the Solar Robe and all this like HP stuff I got, I'm gonna be leveling like a twinked warrior basically. Dark. I'm really hoping I can get stream quality looking like decent. When I was testing it earlier, it was it was pretty trash. Like just standing still looked fine, but as soon as I started like swinging the camera around and moving quickly, it was starting to get distorted and blocky, choppy. I got the bit rate up to like 6,000, and I was like googling and YouTubing different settings and stuff. Ultimately, settled on one thing that hopefully will be okay. I'll have to see afterwards. If the quality is just poop, then I might end up making videos after all, rather than the stream. But we'll see. If the stream's okay, then ideally I would like to stream the entire leveling process for the most part. But like I would like each level, each ding or whatever, each time I level to actually be stream. Another thing that I was considering between Ixar and Gnome was the gnome peepers, being able to see through walls, which is like kind of huge, especially if I plan on leveling in a lot of like dungeons and stuff, which I do want to. One place I want to check out is Permafrost. But anyway, being able to see through walls is huge. That and then the experience penalty with Ixar. I think it's like another 20 or 22% or something, which kind of sucks. But ultimately, I was thinking penalty doesn't really matter. I mean, maybe you spend another week or two leveling, maybe a month or something, depending on how much you play. But in the end, I mean, that's just more game time. I feel like, damn, an aggro. I feel like the fun part of EverQuest, or at least P99, is the actual leveling. I haven't done much raiding and stuff like that end game. I did a couple, I think a couple Plane of Fears, maybe a couple Plane of Hates or something with Black Lotus at some point. Um, but I don't know, it just wasn't all that fun. I mean, it was cool, it was okay, but I feel like leveling is more fun. Leveling, grouping, playing with friends and that kind of thing. So ultimately, the XP penalties I don't think are that big of a deal, really. You just play a little longer. But if you're playing the game because you enjoy it, then it's not really much of a penalty, is it? I remember keeping it. Kind of hard to actually see the skeleton. It's like tan desert look. Next thing I need to get a better chair. Holy crap. Might try and go do spiders. Might miss them. Spider Cave. Oh no, someone. How many people are building? 7? I do. Oh, he's on level. It's like a level 40, 50. Oh well. Probably gonna clear through this easy, so I'll just leave it. Sweet. Yeah. Probably take me another 5 or 10 minutes to get level 3. Perfect time to fix. Oh, this is. It's not what I want to fight. I should have looked at that. The whole P99. Pretty much impossible to die in outdoor zones, though. Just strafe run away. That's another thing I need to get on this guy. I need to farm some money on my wizard. Get some J boots. Definitely going to need J boots and a circlet of shadow. Think of, and it's like another. Okay, on book shadow is probably 1.3. Eventually, I want to upgrade the idol of thorn too for 10 AC. I think. Wait, a guard here. Damn, get me coming in hot. The guards are here, not helping noobs. I think my number one duo partner is going to be a shaman. I think that would be the best thing duo with a bone nut. Either a shaman or a druid. A druid would be great for the damage shield, regen, um, harmony, and stuff. But I think shaman just makes tanking like so much easier. With the with disease cloud, like having disease cloud with snap aggro is great for being with a shaman because the slow that they have usually pulls a lot of aggro, right? But having disease cloud to just snap it back and tank, that would make it really. Plus regen and dex buff too. Heals plus another pet. Yeah, shaman is gonna be like legit. I want to do a level with shaman. I don't think it's gonna start kind of feeling like a Bownknight until maybe around level 12. I think by 12, that's when you have Vampiric Embrace and Leech. Get the first like Leech dot. Things will start hitting a little harder around then. I think up to 12 though, it's just going to be like any other point character. Haste and a Smoldering Brand. Guess I should try and collect some rusty weapons too. For the pet. Well, I think only weapons only matter up to like level 12, I think, or 16, something like that. At that point, they do more than whatever the rusty weapon is. 6% to go. Hopefully that monk's almost finished. The spider cave. I think he said 2 rounds left. Pretty sure they're like 6-minute respawns, so if he's not finished, he will be. Right there, 98%. Yeah, it's a pretty solid Necro Twink. Well, Bownknight Twink. Well, Necro Gear or Bownknight playstyle. Most expensive being the girdle. That was like 8K. I'm partly thinking maybe I should just sell that for like 8K, get some J boots and buy a thick banded belt instead. No, when I played before, I didn't have this actually. But then I reinstalled the game. Like I haven't played in like 6 months or something since September or October or something like that. And I had to re-get the file and I can't remember where I downloaded it from. But when I downloaded it, just had that. I don't know. Cuz no, I couldn't tell the percent before back when I was leveling Daddy Pig, my wizard. But it's super helpful. Like it's really nice. Now that I have it, I don't want to lose it, but I don't remember where I got the client at. I saw I saw someone else streaming earlier on green as well, and they had like a whole full UI, like a different target thing. They had like the hotkey bars with like the quick swap stuff, like that bards use to swap instruments in and out. So there's definitely ways to like change the UI. I think they just make it a little harder on green. I don't I don't really know enough about that stuff. Punk's going. Or not. Be his last round. No, it's a super cheap staff. Staff of Withering. It's only like 100 plat, 50 plat. It procs chaotic feedback though, which is like 45 damage nuke. The ratio is not that great. Like 933 is pretty trash. I think it starts proccing the late 20s. So maybe in the late 20s, we'll have to see what my combat skill is. If it's high enough to where my white damage out damages that proc, then I'll probably keep the Smoldering Brand. But if I'm doing more damage from procs, then I'll probably use Withering. Eventually, I want to get a Staff of Undead Legion, I think is what it's called. Procs like a 550 damage undead nuke at like 46, I think. That. I know in later levels of a Bownknight, your melee like white hits aren't really going to be all that much. It's going to mostly be procs. Typically, yeah. Usually, Necros will level probably 1 to 12, kind of like this. Maybe dot face tanking with the pet. But I'm doing a Bownknight, which is like a different kind of play. It's like a weird play style of Necro. I plan to melee all the way up. Like I plan to tank. Like everything I got is like stacked with AC and Dex. Dex for proccing weapons and AC for tanking. Which is it's gonna be weird going into a group and being like, yeah, I'm a tank. I'm a necro tank. Probably gonna laugh me out of the group like, dude, get the hell out of here, you retard. But it'll be fun. Ultimately the playstyle will be meleeing with procs and the life tap dot while pet does damage. Oh no, I will do pet. There's no point in getting a pet right now. Everything is so low. It's got like 20 HP, so probably level 8 I'll start using a pet. Maybe level 4. Maybe I'll go back at like level 5 or 6 and get the level 4 pet. But I don't think I'll actually need it until like level 8. But no, you definitely want to use the pet. Whether you play Bownknight or traditional Necro, like pet is huge. Yeah, it's super helpful. It's clean. It's like super clean too. Like I don't got to worry about the bar in the middle, like trying to count or anything. Like it looks like it should just automatically be there. It looks like it's part of the UI. think I got the link, the client link from a friend. Originally, I got it off a random website or like some YouTube link or something, but I reformatted a few months ago. And when I reformatted, um, I just had someone send me their actual folder. I think it's how I got it. I don't know. It was like 4 months ago now. I don't really remember. I'm thinking go to level 5 or 6 in that spider cave. And I guess this pit area till 9. And then it'll be Kerns to like 20. After that, I want to start doing like dungeons that I haven't done before, like permafrost. I really want to go into permafrost. Got like a 225% experience bonus. And it's like super dangerous, but like I think mobs heal and they heal through walls and stuff too. But being a necro with fiend death will be a lot easier. Hopefully by then I'll have a cloak of shadows. I mean circlet of shadows. That'll be nice too. Yeah, I've heard the same thing about perma. The casters are like really rough and the pathing's kind of janky. So like something starts running and it runs into a wall and then it comes back with like 3 wizards or something. That could be a real pain. Uh, Likely I'll go there and get my ass kicked and then be like, well, I tried. But I'll probably still try it out. I'm curious just to see what the XP is actually like. It should be like double XP for a kill, basically. If most zones are like 100 to 133%, that's like 225. I'm not sure what level the entrance mobs and turns are. Like those front 2 spawns and the pathers. Maybe 8. Maybe 8 or not. Something. I should be okay. Maybe with my level 8 spells. If I use my pet. Then yeah, I might be able to do it at 8. I am pretty twink. Should really be casting to try to keep heal up. Yeah, if they start at level 9, that should be fine. As long as I'm getting like low level ones. But I think even as twinked as I am, if I go against like level 12s or something, I think it'll still eat me up. I'll just miss too much. But by the time I'm 12, I should be able to do the whole first floor of Kerns easily. And there's not many people in there either at this time. So I should have the place to myself. Probably tomorrow night. It's already midnight here in Japan, so I'll probably be playing mostly 9 p.m. to around now. So like from 3 hours ago until around now. But I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so I'll probably be on a little bit later tonight. And this, I just made the character, so I kind of want to get to like 5 before I get off at least. It, usually when I play, there's only like 400 people online first get on. So I think a lot of camps, like a lot of places, will be open up to me, or well, will be open to me. Once it's monthly, this will be like really steady XP and fighter. Right from the guild will beat my ass. Yellow, you know. I'm excited to see what the actual procs are like. Like as a necro, you get vampiric embrace, like a self buff that every level increases in damage, and it's also a life tap. So like you'll proc your buff, which will be a damage life tap, and then also have a chance of procking your weapon. So each swing is a chance for 2 separate dice rolls for 2 different procs. Curious to see what that's gonna be like with high dex. Perfect. All right, good. Got the whole cave to myself. Should go pretty smooth. I don't know how many people know about this cave, but um, usually it's open when I come here. I was surprised actually that the monk was in here. But usually like level 4 to 6 spiders, maybe sometimes 3, 3 to 6, I guess. Level 3 to 6, like 10, 10 or 12 spawns of. So it's like a perfect like middle spot between the starting mobs and the pit. Pit is like level 6, 7, 8, I think. Might have needed to wait a little bit long. Pretty sure there's spawns. I don't know if I should go in back at level 4 and learn meditate or forget it. I guess it'll level up once I actually start using meditate. I want to twist in life taps. Try to keep gaining skill, but it's actually like a yes nerf. Time it takes to cast like clips one of my auto attacks. I think that's all. Yeah, just 4. Gonna have to try to be a little more careful pulling these. No point in tanking like 3 of them if I don't need to. I think that's all. I thought there was one. There we go. Front one spawned again. This place is like so nice for this level. Just clean straight through. Time you finish, you're already respawned in the beginning. This one should ding me to 4. I could go back in town, get level 4 spells. Maybe get the level 4 pet. I don't think there's anything I really need at 4 though. Other than like the pet would be. I'm not gonna be using any damage spells or that, so it's not really necessary. Well, I guess there is a level 4 life tap though. It's like 11 damage, I think. That might be useful. Oh, and gate. Should probably get gate. In case I'm out here and Field of Bownknight getting my ass kicked somewhere and need to bail. I'm too lazy to run back though. I'm already at the camp. I'm just. Uh-oh. It's creeping in on my spider cave. Timing's kind of messed up. Last sublisted guy. He's here for. I think he just wants silk. Yeah, I think you can make like some decent starting monk armor with silk. Oh shit, that was quick. That was like log on, type the sentence, hit sit in camp, and then right at 5 seconds hit enter. Oh shit, that was pretty good. If only I had friends. Only. They stack. Yeah, I should. Oh, they don't. Never. I'm gonna say maybe I should pick them up for this dude and like trade them to him, but I'm only gonna be able to carry a certain amount of that. Never mind. got them. Yep. So already. Damn. Whoops. Oh yeah. I waited in that room for a long time. Yeah, real long. Rid of all this. Damn. I guess there's only 4 in this room. 1, 2. Oh, it should be 5. One I killed. One here. One that spawns here. 3. And 2 over here. 4. Maybe it is. What did that say? Ancient blood. Fix our own skill. It's kind of this. It's actually quite a few high levels. Ah, there's 5. Yeah. Okay. So it's counted in the last round. I think I'm gonna just wait to be level 5. It's already 12:35. I think be level 5. I'll call it. Go back. Yeah, I think level 5. I'll go back, get meditate, buy all my level 1, 4, and 8 spells. Or at least the ones that I plan on. Probably come out. Use a pit to like level 8, learn the late spells. Go and spend of my life. That would be the probably the efficient and fastest way, but like make it a little too boring on stuff. Go somewhere. I really like Steam font. I think Steam font's probably my favorite, like 1 to 12 area. But that's such a pain to get to. All the way from here, from Field of Bone. And then once I get level 12, going all the way back here to Kern. So yeah, probably not. I'll probably just maybe I'll just leave Kern's early, go somewhere else. Be like Unrest. I'll go to Unrest at like all of them. I think at some point, like as I'm leveling this character, I'm gonna need to like purposely stop and just work up spells, like spell skills, like evocation. Some of the others. I think the only spells I'll be using regularly will be the Lich line, life tap dots, and the life taps themselves. I think they're both alteration. So I think my other skills are black quite a bit. I'll have to try to make a point to stop and like practice them every like 5 or 10 levels. Maybe when I get to level 20, I'll just spam whatever the lowest level. Try to catch up. Couple more rounds. 64% now. See how much it is at the end of this. How much I get per round. Seems like I get 1 to 2% per. That last. Have 30 seconds or a minute or so before it restarts. So level 4 self buff 221. Wonder what a character in Bandit, like a ranger, warrior, shaman, something like that. Bandit armor. Imagine it's pretty. Definitely not like plate armor or anything, of course, but my what I'm assuming with Bownknight is if you're in the best AC gear, stacked as high as you can, then you're probably at like the same tankiness level as like be a shaman, bandit, that. Except you have like fat life taps and life tap dots. So like your overall tanking ability quite better than just wearing bandit like on an class. Mitigation, the bandit, but one life tapping, shoot yourself up like 30%. wonder if anyone's tried to level like 1 to 50 and only first person. That'd be like super annoying. But it'd be kind of cool. Maybe that'll be like the next weird project. First a Bownknight, and then like a warrior that only plays in first person. Maybe a rogue would be better. Still one more left. I missed. Give it a second. So I started that last round at what? 64, I think. So 21%. 21% every. Yeah, I did. Oh, I did. My mistake. False alarm. False alarm. That's it. Yes. Started at 64, ended up at 87, so 23%. And I think the respawn 6 minutes, 40 seconds. So basically like 25% every 7 minutes. Take. Wait. Yeah, already 97%. Probably gonna call it after I get finished. It is. Oh boy. 12:48 a.m. Should stream more tomorrow. Try to go 5 to 8. I got on pretty late. I got on like 2 hours ago, maybe hour and a half. 10:30, 10:40. Might even been a lot. First had to make a video on YouTube, like updating what I was doing. The last thing I did on was when Wizard hit 50, like 6 months ago. Jesus, it's loud. But hopefully tomorrow I'll be on a little earlier. 9 o'clock, Japan time. Finish this round and still pretty experienced. 5. But I cleared the first. So I guess maybe drops about 12%. Yes. Oh, I forgot. All right. I think that's it though. I think I'm finished for this first stream here. Like I said, I hope to basically record everything, the entire leveling process. There might be times where, like for example, I'm probably going to end this soon. I don't think I'm going to stream or record myself going all the way back, learning meditate, buying spells and all that. Like 5 minutes. Tired for that. So some things I might skip. There might be a place where maybe if one stream I'm grinding in like one area for like 3 or 4 hours. If the next day and the next day is the same thing, then I might just skip a day, like skip a level or two if I'm staying at that same spot. But for the most part, I want to try to stream everything so people can see like each level, how it's improving or getting. And I'll probably throw this on YouTube like tomorrow. Something. I think I don't know exactly how all the streaming stuff works, but I think you're supposed to wait a day before you put a Twitch VOD up. I don't know why. That's what I've heard. Maybe it takes a while for the VOD to become downloadable. Something. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow.